Is there still some weirdo out there that doesn't want to be wealthy? There could be millions of reasons why practically every person on this planet or other planets requires wealth. Did you know that the richest 1% of the world hold 48% of the world's wealth? It means the world's top 80 wealthiest people control around $1.9 trillion, which also happens to be the amount owned by 3.5 billion people on the other end of the spectrum. Do you believe it? Just 80 people on this planet share the same amount of money as 3.5 billion people. Hey guys, I'm your host today and welcome to Wealthy Planet. As Sir Henry David Thoreau said, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. We see the world expand and evolve day by day. One thing that is interesting to note is that the rich are getting even richer day by day. Have you ever thought about what pulls you back from reaching the heights as them? In today's video, we will watch the 10 things the rich do that poor don't. So let's dive straight into it. The rich believe in the income law. The first and the big reason for being wealthy of the rich is that they feel that they will get repaid in direct proportion to the value they invest in the marketplace. In other words, if they are critical to creating a product that practically everyone wants or needs, they should be compensated appropriately. To understand it better, think of a person who invented the rear view mirror, which almost every person uses in his car. Is it fair to only pay him $15 per hour for the work he put into this invention? Or since his product has been an amazing success, perhaps he should get a proportion of the proceeds from each sale? Poor people feel that regardless of the outcome, they should all receive the same amount. With this mindset, innovation would most likely cease to exist. The poor would remain poor and everyone else would be poor alongside them. The rich concentrate on opportunities rather than obstacles. You've successfully integrated one of the millionaire's mind's secrets into your thinking when you learn to focus on spotting and utilizing opportunities in the presence of problems. Rich sees possibilities, poor people notice barriers. Rich sees potential, people in poverty see potential loss. Rich is concerned with the rewards, poor focus on risks. People in the middle class are slightly more optimistic. I hope this works, they think. As previously stated, wealthy people accept responsibility for the outcome of their lives and operate with this mindset. It will work because I'll make it work. In general, the greater the gain, the greater the risk. They are willing to take chances. They feel that even if the worst happens, they will survive. The rich associate with positive and successful people. The most successful people in life are the ones who ask questions. They are always learning and growing. They are always pushing. They associate with the successful and positive, whereas the poor associate with the unsuccessful and negative. Successful people perceive another successful person as a motivation to succeed. They perceive them as role models to look up to and believe that if they can do it, so can I. Limitation is one of the most basic forms of human learning. The wealthy are grateful to those who came before them because they now have a role model to follow, making it easier for them to succeed. And why reinvent the wheel when there are tried and true ways that work for everyone who uses them? Thus, learning how the rich, the masters of money manipulation, play the money game is the quickest approach to building success. Simply following their internal and external tactics is the goal. That will only work if you take the appropriate actions and think exactly like them. Rich people are concerned with their net worth rather than their earnings. Most of us don't pay attention to the difference between earnings and net worth. Poor individuals frequently discuss hourly wages, whereas wealthy people understand that hourly pay is not necessarily as essential as someone's net worth. One can earn a lot of money every hour, but if they don't learn to keep any of it, they'll end up being broke. The wealthy individual understands that having a good net worth opens up numerous chances and will result in additional riches in the future. The rich don't mind taking the harder road. The poor often stay poor because they take easy road after easy road until they get to the bum town. For example, one person may be able to work at the grocery shop for $8 an hour and learn from the store's owner, who is an intelligent businesswoman. Instead, this person thinks making $8 an hour is for losers and begins distributing marijuana for $200 an hour. The obstructive path could have led to success in the business, but they picked the easy, becoming addicted to drugs and ending up in prison. The wealthy never mind taking the untaken path since they have a long-term perspective. The present may be unpleasant, but they know the efforts now will benefit them much in future, so they slog on with their eyes on the destination. Rich people read books, while the poor enjoy wasting their time on active and short-time fun. The rich constantly learn new things by educating themselves, obtaining new knowledge, and doing new things that they could not do previously. Understanding that reading books does not necessarily imply reading romantic novels or fictional books is crucial, because they are books for leisure rather than publications on how to become wealthy. The wealthy read books that will help them to achieve their goals. For example, The Richest Man in Babylon is a fantastic book for those who desire to grow their fortune. The wealthy broaden their knowledge and increase their potential to acquire wealth by reading books. So if this video seems informative to you, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications by hitting the bell icon to not miss any updates. Now let's go to the next one. Rich people accept responsibility for their own mistakes. One of the first topics I should discuss with young entrepreneurs is responsibility. The reason for highlighting it so extensively is because accepting responsibility and acting on it is a need for business success. When things go wrong, what do we learn? To truly understand a person's attitude towards responsibility, observe what they do when they make a costly mistake. The approach they take will usually fall into one of two broad types. The rich commit a mistake, accept the responsibility for their actions, and then work to make things right. Their reputation develops, as do their self-esteem and self-assurance. The poor make mistake, avoid responsibility, and then walk away, leaving you with a problem they caused. Their reputation suffers as a result, and they miss out on the opportunity to grow. Rich people have an active mentality, while average people have a lottery mentality. A mass of people wait for the proper numbers and wish for wealth. The great ones solve problems. The hero most people are looking for may be God, government, their boss, or their spouse. The typical person's level of thinking that breeds this approach to life and living as the clock ticks away. It's no secret that creating goals has a favorable association with overall productivity. Professionals who have a measurable goal to strive toward are significantly more productive than those who are just winging it. However, being goal-oriented and seeing objectives as golden entails more than simply creating them. You must consider their top priorities, making significant sacrifices to attain them and breaking them down into smaller parts as they need it. Rich people create multiple income flows. The more money you have, the easier it becomes for you to make more money. Having numerous revenue streams is one of the quickest ways to make extra money. The wealthy do not rely on a single source of income owing to unforeseen situations. Moreover, they become wealthy by having many sources of income and investing the excess cash in new income streams. This is mostly how the rich maintain their wealth. Understand that there are two types of income: active income, the money generated from your daily labor, and passive income, which is money produced from asset you own or a service you provide that provides a consistent flow of revenue. People believe in investing. We've all heard of Warren Buffett, the renowned billionaire investor who made his wealth through a portfolio of investments. If we look into other prominent billionaires, we'll notice how many investments they've made. If you intend to save your money rather than invest in great stocks, you may not get rich. It is one of the reasons I strongly oppose saving all the earnings in the bank. Instead, you may set aside some of your money to educate yourself on how to improve your service, work on generating another form of revenue, or create another income stream. Saving is not a source of income. It is instead a prepaid expense. If you don't do anything with your savings, it loses value and ends up being worth as much as a fat on your belly. So then, getting overweight also saves money. Isn't that silly? So this takes us to the end of this video. Thanks for following us till the end. Share this video with your friends if you liked it and help them change their lives from ordinary to fancy ones. See you at the next one.